You are now tuned into another episode of Black Girls Den Podcast brought to you by Alicia's Productions. Hey y'all, it's Alicia, your favorite homegirl, back with another episode of Black Girls Den Podcast. I'm so excited that you have returned. If you are new, stay tuned so you can be a homegirl as well, okay? Today we have a special guest in the house, Tiara Carter. Woo, woo, woo. If you did not know, this is the series Small Town Girl, Bigger Dreams, okay? So let's talk about Tiara real quick and then we'll get into the episode. She is the owner of What am I saying? Oh, she is owner and founder. Okay, we're just gonna take that out. Boom, boom, boom. What am I trying to say? Shout out, we have a guest today, Tiara Carter. Woo, woo, woo. She is the owner and founder of Derby City Sud House, Louisville's mobile laundry pickup and delivery service. In 2023, she made the leap into entrepreneurship with the mission to give busy families, professionals, and businesses back their most valuable resource, time. As both a mom and an entrepreneur, Tiara understands the daily juggle and created Derby City Sud House to help lighten the load to others. Love that. Her journey highlights the challenges and rewards of building a business from the ground up, and she continues to grow with the commitment to reliability, quality service, and making life easier for her community. So we're going to chat today about how she got where she is and also her future plans. But first, we always got to get into what we're drinking. In this series, sometimes you get lemons, so we make the best out of it and we drink lemonade. Cheers!
Cheers
to lemonade. Yes, so for our first segment, we usually do TV and tea, but since this is our Dream Chaser segment series, we're going to do Dream Chaser Diaries, okay?
Okay.
So, you ready to get into the past, the present, and the future?
I'm ready.
So what's one goal you have set out that you have already achieved?
A goal that I've already achieved is just becoming an entrepreneur. This is something that every day is stepping outside of my comfort zone. Even doing something like being here on your podcast is stepping outside of my comfort zone. I'm one of those extremely introverted people. So every step that I'm taking in making this business and it becoming a thing is me achieving a goal.
Yes.
Me pushing myself to do something different and do something better for myself, for my family. So
that's really good. Yes, I can tell you're really introverted, so being out there and doing all that stuff is kind of like a lot. But I'm so glad you came on the podcast.
I'm glad to be here. Give me the opportunity to do
Yes,
this.
I'm so glad you came because literally being an entrepreneur, every day is new, every day is different. So it's kind of like you just got to go with the punches. So you're just like, that is, every day you achieve a new goal. I love that. What's one goal you set out that you haven't achieved yet or didn't work out?
Okay, so this year, I guess I should go back. So I started this business really not knowing who my target audience was. So I was going out there trying to market to everybody. If you got laundry, I'll do it. Let's do it. But ultimately, with being a small business just starting out, you don't really have the resources to reach everybody. So you have to kind of target in on who you want to market to. So this year, I chose that, which I want to get into doing more commercial customers, more towels, more linens. I want more commercial, just consistent customers.
Like corporate? When you say like commercial? Corporate. Okay.
So I'll give you an example. So I just recently had an opportunity to take over laundry for a nursing facility, a senior living, where people who, just don't have the physical mobility to do it for themselves anymore. Well, I got all excited about that and it really just got me pumped because I'm like, I'm going towards this. I'm going towards being a commercial business. Well, ultimately it did fall through.
That sucks.
But it's still a goal. And I'm still working towards attaining that, to be more focused on being a commercial business.
Okay, so you kind of don't want to do the family, the busy professionals no more.
Not that I don't want to do it. It's just I've established this as a target that I want to do, especially with it just being a small business. When I have a consistent, start that over again, I guess.
Oh, no, you're fine. Okay, we can do it again.
Yeah.
What was it? I don't know. I asked you.
You asked what was a goal that was not accomplished.
Oh, you want to do it all the way over?
No, I don't have to go.
Okay, I was saying this that. Okay, I got what you're saying. Okay, so you were saying that you want to do commercial. So are you wanting to stop doing busy professionals and like household stuff, and you're just trying to go straight to commercial businesses?
Well, I don't want to stop.
Okay.
I really love providing this service to families, providing it to busy professionals because they really appreciate it and they let me know. But as far as a business and moving myself forward, getting even bigger, I would love to be able to service more commercial customers. I've had a few opportunities to take it to the next level and they've fallen through or they just have not worked out the way that I wanted them to. So that's something I'm still continuing to work towards.
Yes, well, we hope that, next year you'll be able to do that. Okay. When you were younger, did you always dream of being an entrepreneur?
No. I'm a person that truly bought into the thought of you go to school, you do well in school, you go to college, you do well in college, and when you get that degree, you're going to get a good job, take care of yourself, take care of your family. Yes. I really fully bought into that. And that's what I wanted to do with myself. I wanted to be a teacher. But I followed all those steps. And it just was not what they sold it to be.
We all fell for it.
It took me 7 years to get that 4-year degree, a lot of money. And when I went and got into the workplace, wasn't even in the field that I have my degree in. And definitely wasn't the financial stability that I thought I was going to get with having a degree. So,
what did you get your degree in?
Human reresources.
Okay, did you want to be a teacher?
I initially went into college wanting to be a teacher.
Okay.
And then as I progressed along in my career in college, I was interested in human resources, taking it that way. So I went that way, worked with training. So that's kind of where I put the education to the test or into action is being a trainer for HR. But ultimately, as I'm going into corporate America and, I just feel like I got kind of stagnated, So this is something that I put on myself I gave myself 90 days.
90?
So what happened, I was sitting there in my corporate job and I was just clicking around my emails and I saw my 401k statement. And I never really paid attention to my 401k statement, but it was quite a bit of money. And I said, oh, I have that much money? What can I do different? Because right now I'm sitting in this desk and I just feel like I'm not really progressing. So I gave myself a challenge to take this money in 90 days, do something different.
How did you know where to start?
I did not know where to start. It was a lot of YouTube, a lot of research, a lot of AI. And I just came across some moms that were doing laundry for business. And I said, this is what I do. I already do this every day, all day. So let's try it. And so that's how I got into entrepreneurship.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. So you were working for a little bit because you had some money in your 401k. So we haven't talked about that, but 401k is, your retirement fund. If you put money into it, I'm sitting on somebody talking about, should I take mine out? I don't know. I've been thinking about that too. And then you got on YouTube because I'm just like, it's just like, what made you even think about that? But YouTube, you just kind of found it. You were just like laundry and it was just like something, like no other thought. You were just like, I'm gonna go with it.
Yeah. I loved that they said they were moms and they were still able to be there for their kids. They're home. They're able to get their kids on the bus, off the bus, be in sporting activities. They were doing a service. I'm really a give back service type of person. So that appealed to me. And then just having the opportunity to create something that's mine that I can pass on to my kids. I really got excited about that.
Yes.
So even though entrepreneurship, I did not start off with somebody that I admired that was an entrepreneur or anything like that. It just kind of happened.
Yeah, 90 days is quick. I would be still confused on what to do. If any, did any TV shows inspire you to become who you are today?
Okay, so not TV.
Okay.
But probably a lot of your listeners, YouTube is my TV.
Okay. Yeah.
I have so many different podcasts and shows that I listen to or watch on YouTube. And a major one of them that I feel like inspired me to this is Unwind with Tasha K.
Okay. It's a little controversial, but.
So if you don't know who Unwind with Tasha K is, most people know her because Cardi B sued her.
Yes.
And won $4 million. And if you watch Tasha K, you know, a lot of people really counted her out after that. Like, this is it for her. There's no coming back. And she took that $4 million judgment against her, and she has built something really special. Like, she has her own network, her own app. It's almost like Tubi, you know?
Oh, really?
She even has now her own shows. So she's really doing it up. And I love that about her. I love her tenacity, and that has inspired me. It's my TV.
I didn't know she was doing that. I just see online with Tasha K, and I just knew she got sued, but I was like, I know she talks about like messy, like celebrity hot topics and stuff like that.
Yeah, she does.
But
if you watch it, I love the entertainment of the gossip of it all, but she also gives a lot of life advice. She also, just watching her, just what she's growing it to is what I want to do.
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know she even had all that. So I'm going to have to check her out again, I guess. But okay, so your TV is YouTube. I understand. I watch a lot of YouTube too. Did you feel like watching, hopefully if you watch these shows, did you watch Living Single?
Of course.
Yes. Okay.
Of course.
Did you feel like you had to move to a big city to chase your dreams? Maybe Living Single or Insecure or any of that? Did you feel like it made you like, I don't know if I could have this business in Louisville?
No, I never felt that way.
Okay.
As a kid, I mean, it's not really a small town, but I grew up across the bridge in Clarksville, Jeffersonville, where most kids know each other, you know each other's families. So when you come across the bridge to Louisville, that seems like a big city to you, you know? So I'm comfortable in Louisville. This is where my family is. This is, you know, I know where things are. So I never really felt like I was stifled by being from Louisville, or that I couldn't have this business in Louisville. And actually, just this week, I got a commercial customer.
Period.
And the reason why they chose me was because I'm local. And it's a local business.
Okay.
So it worked to my advantage.
Yeah, Louisville does. They love supporting local. So,
Yeah.
period. I love that too. And well, you kind of answered what made you stay in a small city, so that's good. What are some challenges you had to deal with though? You said that you said it's not a small town, but Clarksville. Did you move here like when you were a grown adult?
So I kind of was raised on both sides of the water.
Okay.
And then I went off to college in Cincinnati. So that gives you the big feel. And then Living Single, I went to where there was film. You know what? I cried like a baby. I'm not a big city girl. I love Louisville. I love the small town.
Okay, yes. You're not a city girl. You love a small town. But do you feel like you've had to deal with challenges like being that it is a small city? If so, like what type of challenges?
Maybe just if there were more resources here available to small businesses to choose from. Maybe if we were in a bigger city, we'd have more resources available to us. Oh,
besides one, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's funny. I feel like it's a toss of the coin or whatever, because depending on what cities you go to, they may have good resources, but then you probably have to pay for them. I feel like Louisville, this is just me, because it's a community city, it's grant funded, like it's a lot of free resources, and those are different. But if you go to bigger cities, they may have resources for entrepreneurs, but you have to pay this, pay that, pay that. So I feel like that's kind of like the trade-off with the small cities, but I can see what you're saying.
So yeah, I wouldn't even have any experience to know that, but because if you ask me, I love it. You know, maybe some people feel like it's a small city and they're stifled by it, but I really do feel like
you're good.
Yeah.
So that would be just you would want to have more resources.
Yes.
If
anything, yeah.
Okay then. That is good. How does it feel to be supported or not? Like maybe like by friends or your family?
I mean, in the beginning, especially, it was everything to me. It was kind of a secret thing I was doing, but of course, I'm leaving a job that I was at for 7 years, so I had to run it by somebody. So the first person I told was my mom, and I said, if my mom tells me I'm crazy, then I'm not going anywhere. But my mom was all for it. She was excited. She was like, yes, you can do this. So of course, that played a big factor. And then like my family, like my aunt was the first customer that I had.
Oh, that's
my
cool.
opening day. Like my sister is always coming up with different marketing ideas for me and advertising for me. So friends and family, it goes a long way.
That's good because sometimes your friends or your family doesn't really support you. So it's kind of good to have that like backing with your friends and family. Who plays the biggest role in your success?
Well, ultimately me.
Yeah,
I feel like
yes, period. Okay,
ultimately me. I don't have a partner in this, so I'm the delivery driver.
Oh.
I do the laundry. I do the marketing. I do the networking. You
don't have a team yet.
I don't have a team. So I'm gonna say me. I'm going to say me.
Yes.
But if I had to pick a person outside of myself who contributed to the success of my business, it's my boyfriend.
Yes.
Not only does he support me financially while I'm building this up to what I want it to be, but he's just an example of like going after what you want. Like so many random things that he gets interested in, and he just goes and does it. Like,
is he an entrepreneur too?
So yes. He's a contractor.
Okay.
So he does
Like
work for himself, but I just mean in the way of like, so he wanted to make t-shirts. So he just went out and bought a press and he started making t-shirts. So it's like, okay, so I want to do a business. So I'm just gonna go out and do it.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was just a great example of like not sitting on your hands about it, just researching and going out there and actually doing it.
Yeah, and figuring it out. And that's cool too, because like you see somebody else doing it. I definitely think representation matters. Like you see him going to do it, so you're like, oh, I can do it too, or like, oh, he figured it out. Like, oh, I can figure it out too, or something like that. So
Like
that's
he's
really
the first
good.
person I saw making a logo, like, and just diving into that. And then so when I went, I was like, okay, I'm gonna dive into a logo too. Look, check me out. So yes, outside of myself, not only just a financial support or just like, when you're having those rough days or like, oh, it was slow in business or whatever it is, like I would give it to him.
Okay, that's good. We love a supportive man. Okay, period. We talk about that in another episode. Your partner really depends. Like whoever it is, like picking a good partner, something like that. We're talking like Tabitha Brown or like come on stage.
Yes.
Yes, like Melissa. Yes, like picking a good partner, child, because there'll be some rough ones out here. But to either inspire you or help you or like motivate you or whatever. So that's really good. I love that. Okay. What are some things you wish you would have known before you started? Okay, maybe before you started your 90 days. Or after your 90 days, maybe that wasn't on YouTube.
Okay. So if I had to give advice before I started, I would say slow down. I know you're miserable in this desk job and you have this chunk of money, but slow down and plan it out. I just went out there and I did it, and thank God it's growing and it's working out for me. But times are hard, so if I would have to do it over again, I would have kept the job and kept that money in that 401k, but still continue to work towards my business. So I would have done both at the same time.
Okay, that's smart.
Another thing that I wish I knew is just how important it is to have self-discipline. I feel like it's the number one thing that I've learned as being an entrepreneur is how important it is to be self-disciplined.
Yeah.
Because there are days when you just plain don't want to do it. You just don't want to do it. And there's no boss standing over you to hold you accountable. There's no time card, there's no PTO. You're running off of your own motivation. So self-discipline. If I had advice to anybody, like if you want to go into entrepreneurship, really think about that and really focus on that. And also just plan.
Mm-hmm.
I did have a plan, but like I said, it was a 90-day plan.
Yeah, 90-day plan, 90-day
So
rule.
just take your time, slow down, really think it through. Think about your funding, think about your target audience, who you want to sell to, because the ideas are great. You know, that's the easiest part of it. It's the execution.
It's the execution is so hard. So when you did it, so you didn't have a target audience, and this was like in 2023. So it took you like a couple years to figure out your target audience specifically. So I think that kind of helps, because some people are like, what's my target audience? Who's my target? It's like, it kind of gets so overwhelming when you think about that. Target audience, then you think about marketing, then you think about funding and stuff like that. Like, it gets very overwhelming. So
yes,
I can only imagine.
So I wouldn't say, I mean, overall, being an entrepreneur is so rewarding. It's so fun. I would just say, like, keep working though.
That's what somebody, the last one that you asked me, she started a school and she was like working her job until she couldn't work it anymore. So that's interesting, because like you were saying that you would keep working. And I was going to say that too, because sometimes we do get in these things, like people are so creative, but it's like sitting at a desk, I even think about that, it's so draining. And even honestly today, I was like, if you don't have that self-discipline or that self-motivation, it's like, I have to do this because people are paying me. But it's like, if nobody's paying me, like, do I really have to do that? So I like how you said, like, self-discipline. You have to be motivated, and you have to kind of, like, be like, okay, like, I'm going to get this done. Like, I'm going to do this or whatever, because it really is hard. Because you have a boss, you got to do it. They're going to ask you questions, but you are your own boss.
But when you're your boss,
yeah. You're just like, okay, I might just lay down. I may just not do nothing today, but.
So just having a routine to what you have to do helps a lot.
Oh, yes, definitely does help. So how do you balance creating content, posting on social media, and networking? And you said you're a mom too. How old are your kids? Do you have a kid too?
13, 14, and 4.
Okay, 13, 14, and 4. So motherhood, we put it all together. How do you balance social media, networking? You said you're in a relationship and you have kids. How do you balance all that?
Whew. Okay, I think I'm balancing it pretty well, actually.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Because ultimately, I started this journey because I wanted to be able to support my kids, but I also wanted to motivate them and show them something different, show them a different path that they can go on. And this journey is definitely allowing, especially for the 13 and 14-year-old, just to be able to see me doing it. Keeping them a part of it, keeping my kids a part of it, keeping my boyfriend a part of it has helped a lot. Do
you have boys? Oh, sorry.
I do. The 13 and 14-year-old are boys, and then the 4-year-old is a girl.
Okay. That's what I was going to ask. Oh my gosh, you're girls like me. The youngest 3.
So rules everything. But
we love that.
I would say, yeah, I think that's part of that self-discipline part, though, because once you get your routine, then it's easier for you to balance. The difficult or the challenge is, with the type of business and the service that I run, it's like an app for laundry. So you never know when you really can't plan for when it's going to come through. You just know during these hours, there's a possibility for it to come through.
Oh, so you can just get anything. People are like, okay, I want my laundry done. And then so it just kind of notifies you, and then you just like go get it or something. Oh, okay. Interesting.
So I think the biggest part of my balance has just been incorporating them and including them in it. Even though sometimes it could be better. Like sometimes I have to take away, how can I say it? Like sometimes I'm not in the bed at night when my boyfriend goes to bed. I'm still doing laundry. So it's just
like that's the part, yeah. Because I was going to ask you, I was like, so do you get to take your kids to school? Do you pick them up? Like,
yes, yeah.
And then
that's definitely a perk of it, being able to have those moments with them and being a part of that. But then also, on the downside, so far it hasn't taken away, like I haven't had to miss anything of theirs. It's just a different routine. Like I said, my whole family could be sleeping. I'm still
and then you're doing laundry. I see. And now when do you get to post on social media or like create your content and stuff, or you don't really do that as much?
So yeah, that's a challenge for me. that's a challenge for me. It's a goal that I want to work towards, is to be able to delegate. So just to have somebody that is my marketing person, and they take care of that, and I take care of the customer service and the laundry, would be great for me.
Yeah, I definitely
So
understand.
it's something I'm definitely still working towards. As far as networking, I think often there's opportunity, like when I'm going to make deliveries, just having that interaction with them, and especially like my commercial customers. Like even today, I went to make a delivery, and they were like, "We're getting your name out. Did you get a call from such and such? Because we're putting your name, and just keeping that going. Do you know anybody else that could use this service?" Or that's really been helpful on the commercial side. And then like in the beginning, I joined the Chamber of Commerce, which I also recommend to any entrepreneurs, because it just puts you in the room. Like you get to repeatedly over and over and over pitch your business, and you never know who's in the room. I've had so many people call or just patronize me because I was there, and they heard about it.
That's so good, using your community resources. That's really good. Love that. Oh dang, I was going to ask you a question, because you do the marketing. Oh, that's what I was going to say. You're an introvert, so do you feel like working by yourself, like you like thrive in that? Working by yourself, but then I want to say, comparing it to, you were saying how you was working at a desk and you hated it and stuff like that. I guess talking about that a little bit, because people are like, I hate this desk job. I want to go do something else. I don't know what I want to do. But how do you feel like not having to like get up, go to work, sit at a desk all day, versus like, you need to do something that you feel like is a service to people?
I think there's pros and cons to both. When you get up and you go work your 9 to 5, it gives you that structure of, here's what my time is allotted to today. This is, it's a little bit more carefree in the fact that what you're going into most days, when you go to a 9 to 5. Whereas when I wake up in the morning, if there's no order there, now it's the task for the day is, how do I generate orders? Or what do I need to do to get out and meet the person that's going to take my business to the next level? And that's a lot more of a challenge, but I love it because it's whatever I want it to be. Everything down to my customer service, which I get a lot of feedback on my customer service. Like, you get to do it the way you see fit, I love that.
Yeah.
I love it. I would love to have people to work with me, though. Just like I said, just to be able to delegate. I think that would be even better, just to have a team. But I love that this is my vision.
Yeah, you get to do whatever you want to do. So that's good. You get to have autonomy over everything that you want to do. I love autonomy. That's so good. So the last question to wrap this, segment up is, what does success mean to you?
Success would mean bringing this business to what I envision it to be. I envision to have a laundromat, a physical location where people can come and do their clothes that's clean and friendly. And in the back, we'll have a warehouse space where we're processing commercial orders. Where I have something to pass along to my children. And that is financially providing for us.
That's good. I was going to ask you, have you started a Roth IRA?
I have not.
Okay. You have the 401k, so I was just wondering.
Well, right now I'm doing it as an investment account. I have, but obviously as my business grows, I would love to do that. But also another unintended thing that I feel like is successful. Like if I did nothing else with this business, my oldest son is now trying to become an entrepreneur.
Oh, okay.
He's looking into window cleaning and garbage can cleaning, and that's everything. Like from him watching me now, he knows he can do it because he's extremely introverted too. So I already feel like it's a success. My kids have seen their mom do something, and now they know that they can do it.
That's so
and
cool.
who knows where they'll take, who knows where entrepreneurship will take them. So,
and I was gonna say with window cleaning, I met this lady when I was out of town. She said that her granddad did window cleaning. She's from California. They was window cleaning Disneyland.
Wow.
So baby, you could take that wherever, because people be needing their windows cleaned, and that's something that could really like travel with you. Whatever I move out, I'm a window cleaner. Just go out there. So actually, shout out to your son.
yes, he used his own money, bought his supplies.
Okay, he be out here. Does he know the commercial buildings too?
No.
Get him a contract with you.
But who knows where to take him. So yeah,
You should contract him under you, and then he can do the windows.
Girl, okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Contract him under you and be like, hey, I got this thing for you, whatever.
Look,
And then be
genius.
like,
I love that. This is the power of collaboration. So that's why I say a team is good. Whereas being an entrepreneur is great and being able to make your own path, but also it's important to have the feedback, the perspective of other people. Just like
yeah.
So.
I always come up with different ideas. I don't even know how I get them.
That was a great idea.
Well, thank you. I'm like, I should. That's what I really like. I shouldn't get paid to give ideas, because I give you an idea real quick. But yeah, it's like it kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
And then you just tell them like, hey, I know a window cleaner. They don't know it's your son, child. But I know a window cleaner. And they're like, hey, I got you this contract. Get you a little money, and you go clean the windows, child. Okay, I'm just saying. But yes, love that. So that is success to you. I love that, being able to show your kids kind of like what entrepreneurship looks like. Because I say, as quiet as it's kept, they be like, black people aren't entrepreneurs, stuff like that. But I'm like, at the end of the day, like, we had hairstylists, we had barbers, like, those are all entrepreneurs. We probably didn't know that was entrepreneurship, but like, it was literally that was the entrepreneurship of like my time, I should say, my generation is like barbershops, barbers, and like hairstyles and stuff like that. So it's like, it's always been there, but I didn't see window cleaners there, or I didn't see nobody go laundry. So it's hard to kind of like really know what there is to do. Even I would have never, I guess I think about cleaning like houses and stuff like that, because everybody talks about a maid, but I never really think about laundry service. I've heard about it, but I was in Atlanta, right? But until I met you, I didn't even know that was even existed in Louisville. So I think this series also shows about like different opportunities that people can do. Now I remember right before you had somebody that has like a micro school, right? So it's like you see all these different things that people have that you may have never even thought about. And so it's like, that's why I think it's good for people to be able to hear and see different stories. People from entrepreneurship who want to be entrepreneurs, from people who left corporate and want to be entrepreneurs. I feel like it's just a broad spectrum. And so people can kind of learn and kind of see and get what they need from different places and different episodes and stuff like that. So I want to thank you so much for coming and sharing.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, I have one more segment for you.
Okay.
And it's called The Digital Dilemma, because we talk about technology, social media, and everything like that. So this is going to be myths versus reality about entrepreneurs on social media. So you're going to tell me if it's a myth or if you're going to tell me it's a reality.
Okay.
Okay? So the first one is, you need social media to be an entrepreneur.
Reality.
Okay. Dealing with trolls online, like online trolls. Is that a myth or is that a reality?
I haven't experienced that.
Okay.
But I don't want to discount it. So I'm going to say reality.
Yeah. So you're going to say there could be some on there, but you just say hasn't. I feel it. Your following, so say if you have 100,000 followers, that means you have $100,000 in your bank account.
False. Myth.
Okay, that's a myth.
But then I think it also goes the opposite way too. Having a few followers, but you could also have an impact in person. Because I feel like that's my strong suit right now. Like, my social media is not, I don't have a huge following, but people who are looking for laundry services, they're saying, "Oh, I've heard of you." Like, it's going without. I just think social media makes it a lot easier for you.
Oh, okay, but you're basically saying you still can have impact by word of mouth. And that's why I did the social media thing, because in smaller cities, it's going to be word of mouth. Because quite as it kept, Louisville does not have, these entrepreneurs do not be on social media. But in Atlanta, you search, you're like, I need hairstyles, I need this here. I mean, I just be asking people on Facebook, like, hey, I need this, hey, I need that. Because it's like, if I can't even look anything up, like, you rarely get anything.
That's true.
It's like, it's word of mouth. And I literally just got my hair done because one of my mentees just told me where to go. So I'm like, I do definitely see how word of mouth works in smaller cities versus bigger cities. So the impact is still good. Yes, I like that. You don't need a 9 to 5.
You don't need a 9 to 5, but you should have a 9 to 5.
Okay. So is that a myth
At least
or a
in the
reality?
beginning.
Yes. So
Reality. Or I'm sorry.
oh, it's
you
a
said
myth because you don't need a 9 to 5. So you're saying it's a myth because you're like you do need a 9 to 5.
You need a 9 to 5. Or you need some income.
Some income, maybe a part time.
Yeah, a DoorDash, a something, because just to keep it going, you know, your marketing, your supplies, your everything.
You didn't even get into all that. Did you do some side hustles like that? DoorDash, Grubhub, like any of that?
Still do.
Oh, okay.
Still
You do side hustles.
Yes.
Okay.
Supplies, subscription fees.
Oh, because of the app that you use.
Yes. Yes. So that's
And
what I'm
that's
saying.
gonna get you, child.
Yeah. If I had to do it over again, I had a nest egg, but you just don't know how much it's going to take. So just to have some income coming in, at least until you get to where you're profitable, because it does take a while to get to where you're profitable.
Yes.
So I would say, at least in the beginning.
Do you know how many months it took you to become profitable?
So my business coach just told me this,
Period.
that it takes about 18 months to get your business to profitability.
Okay.
So-
You got a new business coach now?
I do. Mhm.
Okay.
At the Jewish...
Period.
Don't get me the line.
Okay. The Jews be having the money.
Okay.
The businesses.
Jewish Family Community Center.
Okay.
Felicia Quinn is my business
Okay,
coach. She's
very
great.
good.
She's really great. I really do recommend you also to get a business coach.
Okay. Is that a service you have to pay for?
It's free.
Okay. Period. Love that. See, when I tell you about Lil be having the free stuff. Okay.
Yes, okay, yeah.
I be telling you.
Yeah, that's one of those small town benefits. Definitely, if you can connect with somebody, maybe it's not even a formal business coach, but just somebody who's an entrepreneur that can kind of give you the way.
That's really good. Okay. So yes, a business coach. So you don't need a 9 to 5, but you need some income. You said it takes about 18 months. Do you think that you kind of feel that too? It took about 18 months to really be profitable, or do you feel like yours was kind of quicker?
I would say it's been more of a roller coaster for me.
Oh, okay.
More ups and downs. I would say, it hasn't been just straight to 18 months and straight to profitability. It's been ups and downs.
Okay. Everyone being a 6-figure owner on social media, like, you know, they be like, I make 6 figures, I make 6 figures. Is that a myth or reality? Okay, period. You have to move to LA, New York, or ATL to be, period. Okay, love that. Oh, then you said something. Oh, so you were talking about your business coach. That's what I was going to say. Do you feel like it is hard to, with working, do you feel like you've ever had like a true vacation yet since you've been an entrepreneur?
I had one this year, yes.
Yeah.
As I said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to, being that I'm the delivery driver, I'm the laundry operator, I'm the everything. I said, we're going to take a shutdown. It was 4 days, but it was much needed. So yeah, we still do the vacations.
That's good. I feel like I see somebody else that said this shut down. I'm like, yes, okay, y'all better shut down. That's why I can be an entrepreneur, because I'll be shutting down every month. Take a sick day. I was looking today. How many hours I have for PTO? Where can I go, child? I'd be horrible. Maybe I can get a little bit more disciplined to be an entrepreneur. I don't know. But I'm over sitting at a desk and just typing. It's so mundane. But anyways, it's not about me. So as we wrap up, I want to say thank you so much for coming on to the series, coming onto the couch. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed your time.
Thank you.
I hope you all enjoyed this episode. As we wrap it up, I want to know, this is like the passport segment, so it's like you leave the listeners with something. So I wanted to know, what advice would you give someone past just start about chasing their dream if they are in a small town or like a small city, I should say, besides just saying just start?
Okay. I would give you AI. You might not have money to consult with an attorney, marketing person, supplier, anything right off the top, but there's so much free information that you can gain from just using your computer, using AI. so much information. So yeah, I would say definitely, yeah, just start, but just start with a plan that you can get via. There's a lot of resources out there. AI is a big one that I use. I recommend it.
Okay. She said use some technology. Okay.
Yes.
That's really, really good. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much. You have to tell them where they can follow you to, find you, get your services if they're in Louisville. Are you expanding to Indiana yet or not yet?
Not yet, but we will. We will because we have big dreams, and we're going to do it. You all can find me at Derby City Suds on Instagram, Derby City Sud House on Facebook, and DerbyCitySudHouse.com.
And if you don't know what Derby City is, it's Louisville. Okay, but it's on the map. But when I was trying to say, I was like Derby City Sud. I was saying it wrong.
It's a tongue twister.
Yeah, Derby City Sud. But the Derby happens every year in May, so I love how you use that. Oh, that's what you really get a contract, y'all. Let me talk to you offline. Baby, I'll be at Derby City Gaming. I'll be at all the places. I'll be trying to get all them contracts. That's just me. I'm trying. Okay, period. Right. I'll be at Churchill Downs. Hey. Okay, they have other people on the side. But it is what it is. But if you have not heard of Black Girl Dream Podcast, I hope that you enjoy this episode. My name is Alicia. I'm your homegirl, okay? We upload every Wednesday at 12 p.m. on YouTube. And we also have audio because that's really what the podcast is. And that is on any podcast platform that you listen to at 5 in the morning on Wednesday, okay? So listen to us on your way to work. Even though you work, you still have some dreams, okay? So still can be a dream chaser even if you work a 9 to 5, even if you do a side hustle, whatever. But thank you all so much for listening to this episode. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Black Girls in Podcast. I hope you enjoy and see you next week.